What's good? This is JVB representing SPD, and that is sportsperDiem.com. UFC 249, Khabib versus Tony Ferguson. Perhaps the greatest lightweight title fight in UFC history. But the question is, where will this fight take place? Or should it be taking place at all? Everybody knows the situation about the coronavirus, how everything has been shut down. We have the most cases here in the U.S. now. You know, this shit is serious. And as you may also know, despite New York State saying that we shutting down everything, we shutting down all the events, and that includes UFC 249, April 18th at the Barclays Center. Dana White wants to make UFC 249 happen, and the sole reason he wants to make UFC 249 happen is the sole reason everybody was interested in UFC 249 in the first place. Khabib versus Tony Ferguson. Even before this whole virus came about, that was the only selling point to UFC 249. I don't want to disrespect anybody else on the card. I don't want to disrespect the ladies in the co-main event, Rose Namajunas and Jessica Andrade. I know that's going to be a fun fight. But at the end of the day, the drawing point to UFC 249 is Khabib versus Tony Ferguson. Perhaps the two greatest lightweights in the history of the UFC. Finally fighting each other after trying on 4 separate occasions previously. It's funny that this is the 5th time these guys were matched up. The 5th time these guys are supposed to fight. And this time is not because either one of the guys pulled out the fight. You know, twice Khabib did it and twice Tony did it. But this time, the 5th time, these guys are matched up. The thing that may actually hold them back is this COVID-19. And here we are, March 29th, less than 3 weeks away from the actual event, and they don't have a venue. They don't know where this fight's going to take place. I bet you if you ask Dana White right now, where would this fight take place? He'll shrug his shoulders and say, I don't know. And surprisingly enough, I would actually believe Dana White. I'm sure he does not know where this fight's going to take place, nor if it's going to take place at all. He don't know. Now, the UFC has canceled a few events. Now, since the last UFC event on March the 14th, it was in Brazil. I believe specifically it was in Brasilia. Charles Oliveira versus Kevin Lee. A very fun fight. But that was the last event that the UFC had, and they went ahead and did it without an audience. The only people at the event was the UFC personnel, the security, the ring girls, the announcers, and of course, the fighters. So the question is, where in the world, literally, where in the world are you going to have this fight? I mean, me personally as a fan, I've been wanting this fight for the longest. I did a video once this fight was announced, hoping that they had good karma, hoping that the fight happened, but who would have known at the time that I recorded that video that it wouldn't be because of Tony Ferguson or Khabib that the fight may not happen? It's a crazy situation that the world is in right now, and it's also a tough situation that Dana White is in right now because he's gone on record to saying that UFC 249 is going to happen. You know, I saw the Vegas odds. I see Florida's the favorite, and I don't even know why they the favorite. They got hella cases down there too. But anyway, you know, the last time that I checked, Florida is the betting favorite, followed by the United Arab Emirates. I don't know where the hell that's at. I'm guessing somewhere in like Abu Dhabi or somewhere like that. Then Mexico, Saudi Arabia, South Africa, Nevada, and I'm surprised Nevada is so low, but you got Nevada, international waters. Like I said, I don't know where the hell international waters is at. I don't know if they trying to do it on a cruise boat in the Dominican Republic or what. Are they going to do it in the Virgin Islands? You know, the Bahamas, Barbados. I don't know what international waters is, but as you see by that list, the pickings are not only slim, but they're also questionable. Like I said, Florida has hella cases. I mean, I guess if it was North Dakota or South Dakota, Wyoming, maybe that's different. But it's going to be hard to go ahead and have an event in a high populated state because you're putting so many people at risk. Hell, you're putting people at risk regardless of wherever they fight. Now look, I'm going to be real right now. I'm a big mixed martial arts fan. I love the UFC. This fight in particular, Khabib Nurmagomedov versus Tony Ferguson, this was one I was looking forward to. It's a very intriguing fight because, in my opinion, these are the two best in that lightweight weight class that has ever done it. Their skills are so unique, and watching that manifest in a 25-minute fight, damn, I want that. I want to see that. But if you can't find a venue, or if you don't feel that your fighters are going to be safe, your employees are going to be safe, you need to look at what's best for business. And perhaps going about UFC 249, having it happen, perhaps that's not best for business. And it pains me to say that because I fucking love sports. What I believe the UFC could do, if they did go about postponing UFC 249, whenever this corona shit clears, the UFC should do a big-ass event. Have the biggest names in the sport, as many of them as you can possibly fit on the main card, but make it the biggest event in UFC history. Put Khabib, Tony on the card, Conor McGregor, Jorge Masvidal, Kamaru Usman, everybody. Put them all on the card. Make it a big event. A thank you for riding all this out together. I think that's a good idea, and I think it's special. It could be a very special thing. But it's up to Dana White. I'm not sure what he's going to do. Like I said, UFC 249 is less than 3 weeks away now. So you would think that we should be getting an answer pretty soon because you got guys and girls on this card who are cutting weight, training, with the thought that this show is going to go on. He said UFC 249 was going to happen, so all the pressure is on him. But what do you guys believe? Do you think UFC 249 should happen? And if you do believe that, where do you believe is going to take place? Let me know down below. But I'm out. Like the video and share the video. And do not forget to subscribe to the channel. Until next time, take it easy. God bless. Stay safe. Wash those hands. And everywhere else on your body. Peace.